Hello and welcome. In this video, I wanted to share with you start to finish the process of making this black doodle on white paper. So I'm using an A5 sized sheet of Bristol board by Winsor & Newton. It's extra smooth Bristol board paper. It's a very dense paper, pretty thick, and it's very smooth. I'm also using a Rotring Isograph technical pen, 0.5 millimeters. I'm actually very happy to be recording the audio for this video because I've had a lot of technical difficulties making the past two videos, which is the video I uploaded before this one and also this one. Not to bore you too much with technical details, I had some issues with my hard drive on my Windows PC dying. I was using Windows Movie Maker to edit videos, and so I moved to iMovie on Mac, on my boyfriend's Mac, and then iMovie stopped working. So I'm still struggling with the video editing software. I got a new hard drive for my Windows PC, but evidently Microsoft has discontinued Windows Movie Maker. So you can't really get Windows Movie Maker except from unofficial sites, and it wasn't the best video editing software in the world. I could get other video editing software like Camtasia, but that would be $200. Other video editing software is also pretty expensive, so maybe in the future I'll upgrade to something paid, but in the meantime I'm using iMovie and hoping for the best. So anyway, back to this doodle. Before I talk about the doodle itself, I wanted to tell you that it's been a huge support for me that you guys have been liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, and leaving encouraging comments. It's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me uploading 2 videos every week, and I really appreciate your support, and I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have your support. So thank you. As for the doodle itself, this doodle is, like I said, it's on an A5 sized piece of paper, which means it's half of A5 size. So it's not a big piece of paper, and this doodle took me 2.5 hours to complete. That may sound daunting, but to me it's meditative to doodle like this. I absolutely love how this darkest of dark black India ink from the technical pen looks on this paper. It's very whimsical, so when you doodle like this, you get to make a line and another line and keep going using a certain pattern, and then you switch it up, which is why you see me rotating the paper and switching it up between different kinds of doodle shapes. It's not like you started something and now you have to keep going with the same thing over and over again. You get to just drop whatever it is you're doing and move to another part of the page, rotate the page if you like, and switch it up. And there's something so liberating about doodling in this way. There's also something very classic to black and white doodling and something very impressive when you see all the little details. And it looks really complex, but it actually is pretty simple. It's just little tiny components. Together they look complex, but each on their own is just one line or a zigzag or one circle or some dots or triangles. So doodling like this is a lot of fun. If you want to try this out and you don't have a technical pen, you don't need to go and get a technical pen. You can get a fine liner pen like a Sakura Pigma Micron pen or a Copic fine liner felt tip pen. I recommend the 08 or the 05. The 08 is equivalent to the 0.5 millimeter technical pen for some reason. They're cheaper than a technical pen, but the tip wears down after a while, especially if you're not very careful with how hard you press on the pen. I tend to ruin my felt tip pens, which is why I got into technical pens because they're a lot more cost effective. I just found myself going back to the shop, buying more felt tip pens. After just a few doodles, my felt tip pen would be destroyed and I'd have to get another one. The technical pen costs about the price of 5 felt tip pens, and on top of that you have to buy ink and you have to maintain the technical pen. You have to wash it out and you have to refill it with ink and so on, but it's a really, really wonderful tool for me. It's not a perfect tool and it's kind of scratchy and it doesn't flow smoothly on the paper, but for me, it works best for doodling. And if I could have just one pen in my whole life to doodle with, it would be this pen, the Rotring Isograph 0.5 millimeter technical pen. If you'd like to learn more about technical pens, I'm leaving a link in the description of this video to a blog post I wrote about technical pens. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share, and subscribe. And I'd really love it if you left me a comment and told me what you'd like to see on this channel, what you'd like me to talk about. I'll be sure to take that into account in my future videos. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I will see you next time.